My name is Akina Long Benton, and my company is Teaching for Lifelong Change, where I have a literacy and a consulting small business. So it's educational consulting. My goal is to go into school districts and to educate teachers as well as students on the importance of literacy, and also teaching teachers how to incorporate technology into the classroom. This is the reading wheel. This has been purchased by Cranbrook, Horizons Upward Bound Program, Flint Community Schools, and the reading department at Wayne State University. And the goal is to be able to get students to do something more than just pronounce words on a page. Because if they're simply just pronouncing words on a page, that means that they're not really reading. If they're not making connection with the text as far as comprehending, making personal connections, or retelling. If a student ever told you, if you said, "What did you just read?" and they say, "I don't know," that means they haven't really read. They've simply pronounced a string of words on a page. So this reading wheel is the very first product. I actually wrote an article that was published in the Michigan English Teacher Newsletter, where all the teachers in the state of Michigan that taught English read the article. So I'm really proud of that. The next one is what's the sense in reading, where students will have to use their senses to read. So while you're reading this text, what can you see? While you're reading this text, what do you hear? What do you internally feel? What do you smell? What type of movement will be involved? What can you physically touch? And perhaps what can you taste? So again, it's allowing them to get their senses involved as they're reading the material. So not, again, just solely pronouncing words on the page. And then this one is cube reading, where I want to develop the students' vocabulary. I want them to draw what they see as they're reading it. I want them to ask questions as they're reading the material. I want them to make personal connections. So connect this to something that you've read before. Connect this to something that you already know. So this is in the prototype phase because I want this to be a bit stronger, so more of a cube, as opposed to, once you start passing these out to middle school, high school students, they're going to ruin it. But if it's so this is still in the prototype phase. As well as these two as well. This one is tic-tac-toe. So you will have a reading partner. You will have a free space, so everybody will get a free space. And then they'll have different things that they have to do. And then whoever gets tic-tac-toe first, they win that particular round. So again, giving them something to do as they're reading and not just simply pronouncing words on a page. And this one where they get to start writing. And then I have the markers, and they can put a little water or a little spit, I don't know. But they have a little cotton ball where they can erase, but they can actually interact with the text, also with the partner. Okay. And then with the technology, unfortunately I can't show you because I was told that I cannot bring videos in. But if you write my website down, you can actually, I created about 30 Animoto videos. And my goal is to get these videos into the hands of teachers. And I want students to be able to, because Web 2.0 means that we're no longer just receiving information, we're now creating it. So I want students and teachers to be able to create videos, to be able to show what they understand as far as reading. It could even be a math video. It could be a social studies. But if you go on akinalong.weebly, weebly.com, you will see my electronic portfolio, which just simply means everything that I've done in my educational field. And you'll see those 30 videos. So I would like to use the monies to be able to go in and do workshops with teachers and to be able to show them how they can train their students to either use these products or to be able to have classroom subscriptions where they can actually create the videos. Right now the videos are 90 seconds and they're free, but if they ever want to go to a 2-minute video or a 3-minute, and they're very easy to create. So if they want to go and make it then they'll have the opportunity to be able to go onto that website to create videos of their own. Was that 10 seconds left?
That's it. Time's up.
Time's up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You can stay standing and key, and
Okay.
have the panelists pass the mic, ask you a few questions.
Absolutely.
All right. I don't know if it's on.
You can hear.
Hello,
Yes.
can you hear me? All right. First of all, thank you for that information. It was excellent. My question for you is, what has been your success rate, and have you been able to get any feedback on the success rate via the school and per grade level?
Oh, I love that. Okay, so great question. Using this product and connecting it with MEP scores. So this is when, before this, they changed the actual test. But my success rate means that my students scored 10% higher than the state's average. So if the state's average in reading was 70%, my students scored 80%. So I was able to look at it from a writing perspective, because reading and writing are connected. You can't teach one without teaching the other. And I saw those same gains in the writing area as well. So that was with 8th grade.
I have two questions for you.
You can only give me one. No, I'm kidding. It's your thing.
Okay, I wanted to know, who did you test in that to show that you had 10% higher? And also, what inspired you, or who inspired you to create this wheel?
Okay. I tested it initially in my own classroom, where I was teaching 8th grade students. And then I did another test, because you can't just test one time. I tested again with 10th grade students when I was teaching at the high school level. And what inspired me, neither one of my parents have a high school diploma. My father finished the 9th grade and my mother finished the 10th grade. But they always instilled in us education, education, education. And my father always told us, if you don't go to college, you're going to have a high school diploma. And he said that to all 9 of his children. And of the children that are remaining, all of us have we have college degrees with the exception of one.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So my parents inspired me.
I too thank you, Akina, for your presentation. And I was just wondering, how many schools have you actually gone into and did your workshop? Okay,
I would say Hanley International Academy, which is in Hamtramck, Michigan. Flint Community Schools, which is Dolan Middle School. Cranbrook, Horizons Overbound summer program. And then the reading department at Wayne State University. So 4 different institutions. My goal is Pontiac, Detroit, and Flint. That's my target audience.
So I just want to clarify, is this a program that you developed? You completely developed, or is it somebody else's product that you're marketing?
Girl, it's all me. I'm just no, it is mine.
Okay.
It is.
And then what do you tell, so as you've already explained who your target audience is. So what do you tell an educator who would say, who are you to come in and tell me how to teach my kids about literacy?
Okay, so what I would tell you is I'm a PhD candidate, which means that I passed all of the classes. I passed the qualifying exams, written and oral, and I am in my dissertation phase. So I'm actually doing my own personal research. I have a bachelor's, a master's, an ed specialist. I have an online teaching certificate. I have a college university teaching certificate. I have an additional endorsement in educational technology, and I will soon have a PhD.
You a heavy hitter.
Is that it?
All right, let's give Akina a hand. Education is so important.